with an answer, then we can have a civil discourse. All right. So, one of the sentiments is in the space, right? Is there's a strong dislike for women and their conduct. Now, to be fair, it could be the women more so, or it could be more so the conduct of women. If vagina was put in a can, how valuable would women be to you? Excluding the obviously having a baby. So this is how the world would work at this juncture.
Women are extremely valuable,
Hold on,
Ham.
Daryl. Let me finish painting the picture.
Okay.
Just so you, this is how the world would function, right?
Damn.
You're going home on your way to work. You can grab a variety pack, 6-pack vagina, work the same way as a real one. But there's also women that women still have their parts as well. If you had that option, how valuable will women mean to you? So it's two part though. When I say you, but also, how do you think men would move at that juncture? Go ahead, Daryl.
In that junction, still, and in any junction, women still bring value, no matter if the vagina is there, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? Um, when you think about women, women bring knowledge, they bring balance. Sometimes they bring foresight. Right? As a matter of fact, I see men today, content creators. We want to bring women to our panels. We have specific nights for ladies. We have specific days for ladies because we understand that women are valuable. We're not having sex with these women, obviously, right? But they bring value to the show. They bring beauty, attraction. They bring femininity to the show, right? Ham, yourself. I'm pretty sure you didn't have sex with all the ladies that's been on your show in the last year, love, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But they brought you a lot of value. So I just want to make that clear. In any situation, women always have value. But I got DoorDash. Go ahead.
Beans. Oh, Fatty, go ahead.
Nay and love, they are vaginas. If you announce that the women that come on your panel don't have vaginas at all, the value of the people that watching would go down immediately. That's when you say these women are married or these women are single. There's a reason when the women are single, people get more interest because they are available. With all the respect, if there was the situation that you have, most of women, 90% of women will lose their value immediately. I will consider that men love companionship too, but I can buy a dog for that. And he's going to be more loyal. He's not going to leave me. He's going to always be excited to see me when I get home. So the reality is a woman without a vagina is like a man without money. You need to do something to make sure that you actually bring value to whatever circumstance you are. And most women don't have value without their vagina.
World class. Before you answer, do you want to maybe
Let
respond
me
with Fatty
let
said?
me that shit was dumb. Let me get clear on what you just said. You said they still have their parts, right?
Yes.
No. I'm talking to him. You said they still have their own parts in your scenario in the
Damn.
picture you paint. You said that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
And the
No.
option,
Well,
You
it's
said no.
interesting. So initially I said yeah, because I'm thinking I'm giving men the option to where the vagina in the can can do the exact same thing as the one the woman
vagina.
has, right? So now I'm saying if you have the option to choose, what would men still do? Because you can still buy the 6-pack variety, and you can buy a dog.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think Fatty's point still relevant in terms of it.
Yeah, but we left out that part. That part confused me. That I thought you said that
Go ahead.
the women still had their parts. But I like head. Women are very helpful when you give them instructions to and through. They just got to put them in there, put them in position to be successful. Like what was just said, they bring perspectives that men don't be looking at. They look at the small things, but we don't. You know what I'm saying? That's the value that they have. They focus on little aesthetics, little minutia, little things that we don't really focus on and we don't really care about. So they dope in that regard. Um, so yeah, plus
Okay.
head is amazing.
So let me just clarify this. Okay, let's say they didn't have the part. Would you still have the same sentiments?
Yeah, of Because what I just said ain't nothing to do with their vagina. Their ability to focus on stuff that we don't focus on is extremely valuable.
Can I say something real quick, Em? 2 seconds.
Amen.
It's funny that these people that consider woman value never befriend 400-pound woman. You notice that their associate female friends usually kind of look nice, kind of look fuckable and all that. They all like a woman because of her femininity and because she sees angles that you don't see. But when you say, can that woman be 400 pounds? Most of them will say, absolutely not.
So how would anybody know? How would you know who
Hold on, Sharon, you get
has
right
a friend?
in what they
How would you know? How would you know in real life who people are friends with offline? And why would you ask a man to go, oh yeah, here's an ugly friend of mine that I deal with? Why would you ask another man that?
With all respect, do you address my point?
Yeah, I did.
So
I'm invalidating it. I'm invalidating it.
Oh, okay. So most friends that you have on these YouTube streets, woman, they are attractive or unattractive?
So my question was, why would you ask a man to bring the unattractive one and go, here, this is one of the ones that's unattractive?
I will repeat it again. Woman,
and I'll restate my point.
What's the question? What's the question?
Ask the question again, Fatty. I want to see.
My question to him was, I made the point that these men that say that women are valuable outside of their vagina always find themselves with women that are attractive. It's rarely the 400-pound woman. She's my friend. She brings value to this panel, and she can look to different sides. No, we usually gravitate towards attractive women. So my question to him was, if you think actually that I'm lying or I'm saying I'm not telling the truth, are most women that you befriend on these places attractive woman or an attractive woman? It's a fair question. There's hundreds of women on this place. You could have 7 obese women, 7 women without a teeth, 1 woman that don't ever ask.
Right,
yes, go ahead.
I think all women are beautiful.
Go ahead,
Yes.
World Class. I understand the question now. So
Yeah.
if we use the results in which we can see on the panels and the women we had around us, do they reflect women having value regardless of how they look, or is their value coupled with how they look?
Yeah. Then my question was the first one was, how do you know these people in real life? So we switched it to how would you know they're friends in real life? Then we switched it to YouTube. So at YouTube, why would you then ask a man to go? Yeah, I have unattractive people on YouTube, or like maybe people in the chat. Why would you ask a man to present those people? It doesn't really make any sense. It's undermining.
But you didn't answer my question.
Your question is invalid because your question, the nature of your question is.
Can give me a second? Let's look at the noble girls, right? Savannah Aria, attractive. Natasha, beautiful face. You can go on and on and on and on. Most of those women, Lexi, attractive. Most of the women that you had around you, the noble girls, were attractive. Was that an accident? Are you surrounding yourself by beautiful women or attractive women by accident, or you are talking about obese women that are not attractive? Where are these women? Where are these women that are not attractive?
That's my question. So what obese woman showed up and cammed up like they did? What obese woman, unattractive woman is hopping up on the panel?
So World Class,
I haven't seen it on your panel, World
I have
Class.
to be fair to the discourse. You haven't really answered this question. Now, if you answer, that'd be good, and then you can still add your after context. But an answer would allow us to get more clarity. Because if his point is valid, regardless if we move like that, it would still be valid. You know what I mean?
Is his point valid? Is his question valid? That's what I'm asking.
What he's saying, like even like let's say you remove your if you remove yourself, do you agree that men have attractive women around them, or men just have women around them?
Women.
Oh my
Because
God.
you don't pick who come to your school. You don't pick who come to your job. You don't have no pick over that. You just picking who come. You can't control who hit that panel other than the women that you bring here. And if they unattractive, listen, because if we on StreamYard, right? And they know they got to be cammed up and they're gonna get criticized, more than likely the attractive ones is gonna hop up. When you had the women the other day, who was unattractive? Nobody. Because the attractive women are the ones that's gonna be more confident to hop up there. And very rarely, so the ones that hop up on the panel or hop up that's in our chat consistently, they're attractive. So how am I gonna pick a 400 pounder if they're not there to pick?
You know why he's lying? You know why he's lying?
And then
Because on his intro, Yes, Courtney Michelle, attractive. Woman on the middle that I don't know the name, attractive. And Lucky Marie, attractive, saying, work class, handsome. Why didn't you pick a fucking woman with no T? Like one will be
All right.
bigger than the other. No,
Well,
you value
So here,
the
so
in
so
all
so
the
Hank,
beauty.
you keep hearing this question? Do you
no,
keep hearing
yeah,
this
okay.
question?
So we
Why did not pick?
no, I
So what?
understand.
Okay,
Let me
go ahead.
clarify real quick. So yeah, look, we belabored it at this point. So
Exactly.
initially, World Class is saying the options on YouTube are largely going to be attractive options because they're more likely to cam up and get on camera.
Thank you.
So the choices are usually going to be women that are averagely attractive at
So it's a
least.
dumb thing to say, and it's disingenuous at best
Look,
because the only options there is attractive. Not the
yeah,
main
no,
options
no, I
there is
understand.
attractive. You
So
understand what
Let
I'm
me
saying?
ask this one
well,
question
It's
well
an
so I don't
invalid
lose.
question.
it's kind of dead, right? Because there's
No, no, I
700.
Exactly.
promise. It's a
Well,
different
Why
question.
shouldn't have been asked.
It's
I do
Oh,
want to get Sharon in, and then just hold on to that question because I want to get everybody
yes,
in.
sir.
This
Yes, sir.
everybody's
okay, I
awesome.
got you.
But that was an interesting discourse, and we had the chat that people are having a conversation, so it's definitely provocative. Sharon, what's popping?
Ain't nothing. I'm just saying that Ali has a he's friends with Fatty. So there go.
Huh! You ain't shit.
Why your
Hold
jokes
Wow.
never make
hold
nobody
on.
laugh?
What's that mean? Can you clarify that?
I
Yeah,
wasn't.
clear.
I was
That's
gonna not
the
make it any
300. That's
personal.
the 300-pound girl right there. What are you talking
Who,
about?
Yes,
who else is
that's
300
that's
pound that
no,
you
no.
know?
You know who 300
I'll
pounds
never
is
see
too?
it come
You know
from
who it
her.
is? I'm not
Hey,
going to say the
listen,
name,
listen,
but
listen.
you know
Let
who
me just say
300
this. Let
pounds
me just
from
say
you,
this.
right?
If y'all say now, listen. Remember what I said was off the table. This is an awesome dialogue. That
Yes.
little joke, whatever. But don't. I don't want to drop nobody down if they violate what we agreed to. You know what I mean? So let's just
Absolutely.
stay there.
But
That's all.
I was going to say this real quick. I
Well,
think
hold
it
on. It's
is
still
disingenuous.
Sharon. It's
Oh
still
yeah, my bad. Go
Sharon.
ahead. Solution based.
Even
Solution
though
based.
he said that
Solution
dumbass
based.
joke. Go ahead, Sharon.
So the thing is that women absolutely have value. I think men that dislike women, they don't look at women as having any kind of value. And as simple as that, they think that they could buy with prostitution. That's why men try to, when they in the strip club, they not even buying the vagina like that when they in the strip club. They more buying their time and they're having that woman on next to them, talking to them, being feminine, the way how they smell, the way how they look, the way how they look into the eyes, the way how they interact with women. So yes, women absolutely have value.
Okay. Regardless of sexual appetite.
Yes, regardless of sex. Because
Okay.
sex is the least thing that you have in a relationship. So how can it be that it's so valuable when you are in a real relationship, you've been in a long-term relationship, the least thing that you're going to do in that relationship is have sex. Most people have sex for like 15 to 30 minutes at a time. So even if you did it every single day, you're going to eat food more than you have sex. You're going to drink water more than you have sex. You're going to go to sleep. You're going to talk. You're going to do everything in a relationship more than you have sex. So
Well,
yes,
let's think
women
about what you
Yeah,
just
absolutely
said.
have
can I
value
challenge?
Let him.
I
beyond
just
a
want to ask him
Yeah.
to challenge.
partner.
Listen.
Hold on, Ali.
Listen. Here's what I'm gonna say it one time. Let people finish their statement. All right, because it's very important to consume. Pause everything they saying. All right, I want to ask one clarifying question real quick, and then Beans can go. Then Ali. All right. Um, the strip club is what is the strip club thing threw me off a little bit, Sharon, because are you alleging that people go to strip club for companionship from women? Okay, I understand. I understand.
Still, I don't know why that
Okay,
shit.
go ahead, Beans.
So I'm getting old. My memory ain't as good as it used to be. But what I know is he named four things. And at least two of those things don't have anything to do with women. Right? He named sleeping and food and everything you eat that woman ain't cooking. I want to agree with you, Sharon, but the problem is that for most men, I don't think this is accurate. Right? When you start having a conversation with women, you start realizing very quickly why there's biblical text that tells women they need to move in silence. And I don't think, see, let me just be honest. I think a lot of niggas is pretending with all this simp shit, but I literally support women and want them to be the best versions of themselves. It's not my fault that they won't be, and they keep providing ammunition for motherfuckers to use against me when I try to defend them. But the fact of the matter is that if you offered up what they have in between their legs or in the middle of their face, I guess it's the bottom of your face, if you offer that up in the can, they would effectively become useless. Right? Because we're talking about majority versus minority. Shout out to him for being able to get away with that, because I was an asshole when I wanted it. You can't have the majority of women being afraid of accountability, afraid of introspection, afraid of being objective, and at the same time tell me that they're providing some sort of unsubstantiated quality for the average man. It's not happening. And I think that's what matters, is majority versus minority. And the majority of women refuse to be the intellectuals that we need them to be in order for their value to supersede them sexually.
So I think the problem is that when a man is talking to a woman, he's not looking for it to be intellectual, and that's the issue that y'all have. It's like, so when I'm talking to a woman, I'm talking to a friend, a female friend. I'm not looking at her to be intellectually matched with me. She's a female, so I'm not looking at her to be my equal intellectually, but I'm talking to her because she's going to see things that I can't see, because she's a little bit softer than me, because male are very rigid. We are very straightforward. We're very rigid. We got horse blindness, and they will pull back the horse blind so we can see a little bit more clearer, is what a woman can provide for you. They would say something that would open up your thought patterns and say, oh, I did not see that angle. So they help cross your T's and dot your I's.
Yes, but the problem is that you're acting like that's the majority of women, when we have evidence to suggest that the majority of women are this, Sharon. This woman just slapped this man, and this man just slapped her back. If we have a conversation about it, the majority of women are going to focus on the fact that that man should have never hit that woman under any circumstances. They're not going to start at the beginning. They're not going to be objective and say, she should have kept her hands to herself. They're going to skip past that part and jump right to the man and say he shouldn't have hit her back.
But that's because you agree.
I think they having a conversation about being aggravated and a conversation.
Wait. Let Beans finish his last. He had 6 words left. Go ahead, Beans.
That's the problem with seeing them beyond sex. The only way for me to see you beyond sex is for you to be able to communicate in a way that takes your value beyond sex. It's not about being equal to a man. It's about being equal as it pertains to being introspective, objective, rational, reasonable, logical.
Okay, let's do this. Sharon, quick rebuttal. Then Ali wanted to say something also. I seen Fatty had his hand up, and then Jay Prince just kind of jumped in a little bit. Go ahead, Sharon.
To be honest,
Daryl, I forget about you, Daryl. Go ahead.
I'm really not even understanding what's Bean's point about the whole slap, and we not talk about that. Like, we can't just bring all types of things into the conversation for no reason. We is talking about certain things. All women, can they provide something other than a vagina in a relationship, any kind of relationship, friendship? Yes, they absolutely can. There's no way you can refute that. There's plenty of women in these spaces that we have relationships with where we never even thought about putting it in them at all. Fatty says it all the time. I do not use this thing as a dating. So therefore, yes, they have value beyond their legs.
They switched a little bit. Now they switch. Let me
they switch. You attractive, everything a dating that.
So Brother Ham, I just want to be clear. When you asked the question, you were talking about the body part in the can, correct? It was separate from the woman. That's the way I perceived the question when you asked. So I want to ask the
go ahead.
Go ahead. Ask the 3 brothers that quickly jumped to the value of the woman separate from the body part. They didn't talk about the body part being the can. So I want to ask the 3 brothers at the bottom, since that's what they went to first instead of the body part. Would you have a woman that only has sex with you? She doesn't do anything detrimental to you. She don't do absolutely anything for you either, but she will have sex with you. Or would you rather be with a woman who does everything for you, but she won't have sex with you?
I'd rather be with a woman that does everything and not have sex with me.
Okay. No. Just let him finish. They're alone in world class.
Same question.
The latter.
Everything but have sex. World class.
I'm gonna fuck somebody else. Yeah, absolutely the latter.
Daryl.
I mean, yeah, same. That's easy. That's easy. I would. take everything else she brings to the table over the sex easy. I do that right now with Sim Nation.
Go ahead, Ali. Did you have a follow up?
No follow up. I just wanted them to say that to all the world that that's what they would pick. That the woman
We
that
can't be
doesn't have
messy. We can't be messy
yeah,
right
I'm
there.
not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna.
Was that not the foundation of the question?
Bunch of bullshit, bro.
Was
It
that not?
was.
No,
Actually.
I accepted your answers. I'm not pushing back or anything. I accepted
This
your
is
answers.
amazing.
Okay, cool.
I
Hant, was
disagree,
that
but it was
oh,
though. Yeah.
Hant, was that not the foundation of the question?
Yeah.
That was a
Because
great,
you got the pussy in the can, and she got the pussy. So you're asking specifically what value did they have outside of the pussy? What else would be
foundationally.
saying?
So here's what Ali did. He understood the question. Then he asked based on you guys' answers a second to get clarification. So he didn't. So what I'm saying, world classes, he didn't try to avoid my question. He asked a different question to just
With the
open
same
up
premise.
a line of thought. You know what I mean?
Correct.
It interesting. It was interesting when I heard it. I'll say that. It was. So let me do this. Hold on, Fatty. Unless
Hey, Dean, what's your favorite word? That was
Jay- now, Fatty, did you have something quick that you wanted to add before Jay
Yes,
Prince?
no, it's just like is the premise, right? Women have 2 legs, 2 arms, a wallet. They work. They take care of. They are valued just because they exist. They can be presidents. They can be workers. We're not talking about that. We are saying that most of women value is in their vagina. And you know, I know that Amp. Which one has more value, a beautiful woman or an ugly woman?
Beautiful.
Which one is more valuable?
Beautiful.
Everybody's going to say beautiful. So her vagina, the way she looks, the sexuality is going to be literally connected with her value. The same way with money. Who is more valuable, a man with money or a broke man? A man with money. If we are very honest when it comes to men and we are straight to the point, no, what if he's tall? What if he has this? Let's be honest. An attractive woman is way more valuable than an ugly woman, and most of men look for the attractive woman because they know they have more value than the ugly woman. That's all that is. We're not.
that has nothing to do with the question.
Wait,
It has nothing to do with the question.
What it is,
Ron, that's why I asked what I asked.
what it is, it's an open dialogue. He had a statement. I want to get Jay Prince.